Okay, there's a gas in the tank. The petcocks are turned on. There is no tickler. It's a Mikuni. Let's go see if it makes some noise. Let's see. Run. Plugs are on. Not yet. Okay, what I'm going to do is go ahead and put it up in the air. I didn't put oil in the sump because I figured that the oil system was charged. And so I'm going to put it up in the air, and I'm going to put about 6 ounces of oil into the engine at the top to fill up the sump. And then we will restart it. Okay? All right. I'll be back. Okay, I just injected 6 ounces of oil into the rocker box here, and it's soaked down to the sump. So I've got 6 ounces of oil down in the sump now. Just for grins, I'm going to go back here over to this side and take this completely out of the circuit. I know that I took the internals out of this. I know it's an empty shell. I know that deep in my heart. I am now going to now take it apart again and make sure that I really did. Okay, so that's where we are. All right, I've got the little anti-drain down valve out of the oil line, which is now, emptying the tank on into the pan. It's brand new fresh oil, so I'm not throwing it away. All right, this is the anti-drain down valve. It's known as one of the good ones, all metal. The ones that are plastic, black and clear, had a bad habit of breaking in half, I think it was, and that was bad. So the all aluminum ones are theoretically the good ones. If you have one made out of plastic that's black and clear, consider getting rid of it. Actually, consider having the AMR mod done to your timing case so you don't need it anymore. I'm going to take this apart now. All right, well, here's the empty casing. They just unscrew, and straight goes through and straight goes through. Now I'm caught upon the horns of a dilemma. Let's see. I can put that unit back and fill in this gap. I can go up to the hardware store and get a section of tubing and replace it. And I don't know which I want to do. It'd be neat to replace this. Actually, look at that. I might have enough extra down here to loosen this, pull this back, and put a tube in between the two ends here. That would be a butt splice, and it wouldn't look bad. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go up to the hardware store and get a piece of tubing that I can use to splice that. And I'm going to move this up about 1 inch so that the gap is very small. Let's see how it looks when I get done. Okay. Okay, we've got gas in the tank, gas in the carburetors, the battery's completely strong, ready to go, good lights. There's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't go ahead and start the bike at this point in time. So I'm going to go ahead and start the bike at this point in time. Let me put this in the tripod and we'll give her a go. Okay, let's go see if she'll run. following the idle adjuster. I think I have to look at the throttle cable and find out if it's routed correctly and make sure there's some slack in the cable. So I'll do that after lunch. Right now I gotta go to the old Bart's lunch, P-H-A-R-T-Z. But so far so good. Good oil flow. And the idle's a little high. It's right at 1,000 RPM. I'd like it at 900. And I will lift up the lift and take a look at the cable run to see if I have done something wrong when I put the carburetor back on the bike. Made it just too tight. We'll find out. I'll see you after lunch. Okay, I got the idle I want. The cable going into the top of the carburetor was cocked to the side. I had to straighten it and put it down into the little receptacle. So now it's idling just fine. Let's see, I'll let you see because I really can't see up there. That should be just below 1,000, around 900 RPM. Here's the oil pressure gauge. Charge indicator right there. So now I've got it idling the way I like. I'm going to go ahead and dress it out. Alright, this is the right side cover. It goes over the oil tank. Back in the olden days, we used to cut vents in the front and in the rear so that some air could get under the cover to do a little cooling on the oil tank. So, since it was popular, I did it way back then. So now I'm going to hang this on the bike. Well, what's the old saying, all dressed up and nowhere to go? I don't know. Maybe when Kevin gets back, I will take it for a test ride around the neighborhood. Plates are expired, no insurance on it, but local neighborhood ride should be doable. In case you're interested, here's the fitting that drives the oil pressure gauge. Comes off the oil line right there. It's a nice unit. I think it might be Colorado Norton Works. I'm not sure. I've had it for so long. I'm not sure where I got it. But anyway, here it is, all dressed up. I'll take it down tomorrow and put the Triumph up there and see if I can get it running. It was running when I parked it. Gosh, how many times have we heard that? Okay, so the Starship Snoopy is alive and well.